Hello everyone and welcome back to another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. How's everyone doing today? In this video I would like to do burst mode with Geppy's challenge in mind. And I'm gonna try and do it. Gonna try and see how difficult it is. And if it is, I would have to redo this entire video. But this is gonna take a while, and we'll see here in just a moment why. Okay, so if we go here, the event that we're doing is the Hell on Earth Android 17 and 18 Dokkan event. And yeah, Geppy's challenge is 6970 points. I'm going to try and do this with 6980. So in Trusted Will, only TEQ and Int, 500 or less team cost, and I wanted to do 400 or less team cost, which would make things a lot easier for me. However, it's not possible. I just don't have the units for it. So then we have no nerfing at all. Reducing damage from the AGL type. Then enemies attack and defense raised by 200%. Damage reduced by 25%. Starting from phase 3, an additional 60% attack and defense with each turn passed, up to 300. And trust me, they will get that. One of these enemies attack raised by 100%. Then enemies attack raised by 500%. Enemies defense raised by 500%. And HP raised by a total of 8,000%. Then a damage threshold of 100,000. Receives 7% max HP damage per type key sphere of the type effective against the character obtained. Will not be KO'd due to receiving this damage. And all allies losing 3 key. No support items and no support memories. 8,000%. Does anyone know how much HP this will be? So we can do the calculation here. So it's 3.59 million base health. Then we add 8,000% and they have 290,790,000 health. Okay, I'm not going into the attack and defense numbers because it doesn't make sense at this point. I'm doing, what is it, 600% attack plus 300% attack plus 200% attack. So it's 1,100%. Sure, let's do that. 61,200 and 1,100%. So attack goes to 734,400. It's not ideal, but this is a really old Dokkan event, so this is very possible to be no issue. Now, this Trunks is the newly Dokkan Awakened Trunks. I have him just at 55%. I did get him out of the shop. The key is to float him. And hopefully, I don't have an issue when he comes around that I can get his full dodge. Okay, first of all, no auto map and no auto battle. Although I am sitting in a pretty good situation here. Yep, I want the friend unit and I want to keep that Gohan on rotation. Okay, so that is really good. Okay. Yeah. See if we can get a little bit more ki. Yes. Wonderful. Okay, good. Very good. Remember, I'm losing 3 ki straight away. So I do have to focus a little bit here. Alright. So there is no type advantage here for this. I do not want to take the TEQ spheres, but it looks like I have no choice. That is unfortunate, but at least I have max ki here. So that's good as well. 2 rainbow ki spheres, but I do not need the rainbow ki spheres as he's not taking any attacks. Now, my team's centering around not doing any Ki Blast super attacks. So no one on this team does a Ki Blast super attack. Now, the reason why that's significant is because in Phase 4, against the TEQ Android 17 and 18 future, there is a little clause where they nullify all damage from Ki Blast super attacks. Now, if you do a Ki Blast normal attack, you're fine. Now, of course, the second and third phase is 2 enemies. And yeah, this is going to take a while. So buckle in. This is going to be a bumpy ride. 55%, 4 million. I'll take it. The good news is that this is the only phase that has a int enemy. And the third phase has a physical enemy to look out for. That was a crit. Really nice. The good thing is that almost every single one of these passives that has a stacking mechanic will probably be fleshed out in full by the time I get to the second phase. Just dodged the super attack there, so that's huge. Goku does not... Oh, that wasn't Goku, sorry, that was the Super Easy Gohan. My apologies. Yeah, so he is going to need to build that up sooner than later. Yep. Alrighty. I am going to save these orbs for Gohan. He's gonna lose his... He's gonna lose his... damage reduction soon. So I gotta be careful on that. Okay, now for... Now if I do this, I'm gonna lose some health, but he's gonna have that last part of his passive, which I want this first turn. I want him to get that extra super attack so that he builds up his passive more. Never mind that this is just the first phase. There's 4 phases. That is a very nice crit there. Another crit, very nice. Another crit, very nice. Okay. So everything is in slot 1. And I am debating now putting this guy in slot 2. I don't know if I even got this part. So I still have that 70% chance to dodge, 15% damage reduction. Still have that. I am going to see here. I have 2 super attacks. And then, so he's got 60% damage reduction. And 20% more evasion. He needs to be as a second or third attack in a turn, so that's useless. I do have to put him here. Okay, so that changes everything. That changes everything there. Okay. Now, for Gohan, he's, yeah. Don't need to grab much in the way of orbs. It gives him his 3 orbs as well, so that's fine. It's good enough. So at least he's not taking damage there from the normals. Remember, from phase 3, they're going to get an additional 60% attack and defense, up to 300. So, gotta be careful on that as well. Looks like he didn't dodge his super attack there. I think Goku, yeah, Goku is in really good shape here. Goku is in really good shape. Let me see. Yeah, so I still need to stack with this guy a bit more. That's more orbs. We'll take it. Need to heal up also. So there's some more healing here. So that's good. Nearly full up. So I don't think Goku, the Super Saiyan 1, will take any damage from anything anymore at this point. I'm almost done with this phase finally. Nearly 10 minutes for just this phase. Probably should have live streamed this. This is gonna be a long video, unfortunately. I am genuinely debating just cutting out the second and third phase here. This video is going to be long enough as it is. You know what? I think I'm going to do that. Okay, folks. I decided to come back a little early. I am halfway through the third phase. And considering how I have many good tech units, this will go rather quickly. Now, there's something I neglected to mention, and it's entirely my fault, of course. It's that the challenge from Geppy is not something many people will be able to accomplish. It's not that it's so difficult, per se. My team here is doing immensely well, and I still have the transformations from both the UI Gokus as well, and that'll be like a guaranteed, you know, counters and stuff for that turn as well. Now, I did not check to see if the MUI state was also not Key Blast super attacks. I forgot to check that. I'll check that here momentarily, but the general rule of thumb, if you're not going to try and exceed the Geppy score and enter that giveaway, take off all the attack, take off the damage reduction, and the event should take you no more than like 15 minutes or so. It's not really that big of an issue. Okay. Yeah, let's go with this. I think I will be done with this phase this turn. I could be wrong, though. They do have a lot of health. They do have a lot of health. But to be sure, my main damage dealers are this Goku and the Gohan that I have next to him. The Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the BoJack movie. An additional super attack, very nice. And a second additional super attack. Definitely done with this phase right here. Okay, on to the fourth phase, and arguably the most difficult phase. Here. So I have zero clue as to where any of this will happen. Let me just double check that the Goku here does not have. Yes, so he doesn't have anything. Now, I do believe it's going to be beneficial for me to exchange, to transform here. So 20% damage reduction rate, that's good. He's going to have guaranteed evasion. He's going to have, okay, with 24 ki, for every attack performed, chance of performing, you say, I have to get 3 attacks here, but I'm going to get the dodge and the counter, so that's well enough. Before receiving an attack, 40%. After he receives an attack, he's guarding, and after evading an attack, he counters with tremendous power. And when HP is 50% or less, he has an additional 20% chance to dodge, so he's going to have 97% chance to dodge. I think that this is going to be beneficial no matter what. So let's do this. I also will have the revival here somewhere, right? Do I not have the revival? I forgot. I mean, at this point is... I don't know. Anyway, I do have a domain. I will have 24 ki. That's good. I have 3 counters here, so that's good as well. I do need to... If I do this... I might not have the 3 orbs, so let's go with this. Much as... actually, yeah, that's not going to change it much. Okay. Let's go with this. Not much, but it is something. How much health does he have? Does the opponent have? Okay, so that was about 10 million there. So, yeah, roughly 290 million, I guess. Okay, and a crit, that's very nice. And no crit, but his dodge should be up there at 77% at this point. As I did do those counters, so I think that counts. I think that counts. Now here's hoping that he attacks all in the last slot next turn. When I say he, I mean the androids. There's a few. I'm not going to transform yet. I can't even do the transformation at this point for some reason. Oh, because I do have that already. I need to see here. Is there no revive in this guy's kit? I keep forgetting. Anywho. Yeah. So... gonna grab these. Then, oh, a nice amount of orbs here. That's really good. Okay. And, of course, here's 24 key for the UI as well. Now here's where I'm hoping for a lot of damage. Yeah, that's decent. That's a normal. Wish that was an additional super attack, but that's okay. Wish the... if there was a super attack this turn. If there is, that would have been on that side, but next best thing is against Gohan. Otherwise, I really hope to dodge. There at the end. Oh, there's the super attack. Okay. See how much damage Gohan takes. He should be sitting at near 800,000 defense anyway. He just super double digits. Yeah, so I don't really have to worry at this point. That's very nice. So there's 4 there. Going to get 24 key. That's good. I do not, but I'm gonna get the STR keys for here, so that's good. Okay, there we go. Okay. 18 turns in. Nice dodge, get the counter. And a crit, very nice. Another dodge, nice, get the counter. Another crit, very nice. Okay. So far this is going very well. So far, this is going very well. Other super attack. Very nice, actually. Crit. Yes, nice. Dodge and counter. And a crit. Very nice. Another dodge, another counter. And no crit. That's okay. That is okay. There's a crit. No crit, but that's decent damage. Another crit. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. All right. Well, you know what I gotta do, right? So, if I do this in the second or third slot, I got more damage reduction, and I got a guaranteed additional super attack. So this turn should be GG's. Let's do this. Yeah, I don't mind that the active skill didn't work. I do not mind at all. Okay, so this is 8 orbs, this is 7 orbs, this is 7 orbs. This is 8 orbs as well, so let's see what I can get down here. Okay, wow, 11 orbs. Let's do it. Let's do it. And of course, 3 rainbow key spheres for an 80% chance to dodge there at the end. And some more health returned. Okay. Forgot to see his defense. I forgot to see his defense. I was really curious to see how much defense he has. Alright. No crit there, but that's okay. Here's an additional super. And a crit there, very nice. And there's another super. Very nice. And another super attack. There we go. There we go. That is burst mode with 6,980 points. And it only took me roughly how much here? Let's see. Okay, finally loading. 38 minutes and 53 seconds. And there you can see, folks, there is the restrictions and the points. There you have it, folks. Thank you all so much for coming to watch the video. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you all so much. It really means a lot to me. I hope you all enjoyed. If you are new here, if you haven't already done so, please do consider subscribing. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and I hope to see you all in the next video. Goshen, signing out.